stop looking at charts. While everyone was so distracted by price action, Solana completely revolutionized its entire infrastructure in January. We are talking about 14x performance boost, a new client written Go, and the end of proof of history as we know it. My name is Sergei and I am DevRel at GetBlock. We've been running RPC nodes for 7 years now. We know what matters in this space and what's just noise. This is our new show, new project, running Web3. We ignore the hype, the meme coins, the noise. We focus on tech that actually matters for our industry. If you're a founder or a builder, welcome home. January 2026 was one of the most important months in the history of Solana ecosystem. Just in 3 weeks, we got updates on Mithril, its brand new client, on Agave, we got the version 3.1, and finally, we got a date of release of Alpenglow. Let's break it down. First, let's talk about Mithril. On January 15th, the Overclock team dropped this new client written entirely in Go. Why should you care? Because client diversity is security. Remember Ethereum's Fusaka rollout? One client had a bug, nodes just switched to another one, their network didn't blink. Solana needs that same resilience. Until now, the heavyweights were Agave and Firedancer, but Mithril is quite different because it's lightweight. You run this on a high-end mini PC. It syncs faster, it's cheaper to run, and it hits that 400 millisecond block time just like the big guys. Plus, it's written entirely in Go, the same language as Geth. Mithril is a new kid on the block, and still Agave runs almost 80% of the entire network. So let's figure out what actually the team just released in version 3.1. And let me give you just one stat that explains why this update is huge. Before, it took over 1100 operations for disk input-output during reply. Now, just under 80. That is 93% reduction. If you run a validator, this means your hardware lasts longer. They also fixed the scheduler. Banking workers now spend 89% of their time actually processing transactions. It's not just an update, it's actually a 14x efficiency jump. Oh, and for the devs watching, get program accounts function finally gives us proper errors for bad filters. Now, let's be real. Pulling data from Solana is still quite complex. If you're building a trading bot or a really heavy dApp, standard RPC nodes quite often are not enough. And here where GetBlock comes in. We are talking about the most fast RPC nodes on Solana for traders, specialized streams. And actually we provide something that very few providers have, indexed archival data. Whether you need the high-frequency trading speeds or deep historical data, we can provide you with a customized and specialized solution. Don't build your dApp application on a shaky ground. Check the link in the description to try out our API. Okay guys, the big one, Alpenglow, we finally have a date. Enza CEO confirmed that it's coming in the third quarter of 2026. It's not just an upgrade, it's a consensus overhaul. We might be 6 months away from retiring proof of history. Alpenglow introduces 2 new components, Votor and Rotor. It uses BLS cryptography to slash latency while keeping the network secure. And here is the result. Transaction finally drops from 12 seconds to 100 milliseconds. This is almost instantly, you know? So guys, that was January. A new client, a 14x performance boost, and a sub-second finality on the horizon. If you thought that Solana blockchain was fast before, it means you haven't seen anything yet. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, subscribe to this channel, give it a like, and of course, you have to follow us on social media in X and Telegram. On both of these platforms, we have wonderful communities with really deep expertise. And of course, feel free to check out our links in the description to upgrade your infrastructure. My name is Sergei, I'm DevRel at GetBlock. See you in the next episode.